purpose and the power of kingdom business. The operative word in this title is the word kingdom, because there are all kinds of businesses. But when you use the term kingdom business, you distinguish this type of attitude and business from all the others. Success is a choice, but failure is also a choice. People don't just fail. They choose it. And people don't just succeed. There are certain choices that they made and kept on making that led them to that sense of achievement. Business is finding a human problem and solving it. And you solve it with the resources that are already in the environment. Did you know that Moses could have flown an aircraft? Absolutely yes. And Moses, 4,000 years ago, could have flown an aircraft. Why? Because everything necessary to fly an aircraft was present. So why didn't he fly an aircraft? Well, perhaps because he didn't need one. Necessity forces you to see resources differently. And this is why crisis is an asset. But secondly, because he was not capable at the time to perhaps convert those resources that were already present into the material necessary to create an aircraft. But I think the third and most important reason why he probably didn't produce an aircraft is because he had not yet perceived how to combine the different resource materials in unique ways to produce the principle of lift. But everything was present. We call the combination of resources in unique ways to produce new products, we call that innovation. An innovative person is someone who can take something you've been sleeping with all your life and sell it back to you. Why? Because you couldn't combine that thing in a new way. Business, therefore, has to do with your ability to use all of your faculties, your spiritual capability, your mental faculties, and your physical genius to maximize and understand resources around you, and then combine them in certain ways where you can increase their value, and then serve a market. Being economical means you use the least to get the most. And so business is about using your faculties to interpret what's around you properly and then maximize it to give it value. You cannot grow money and be lazy. You cannot expand your life from being employed to being deployed and be lazy. Employment can make you lazy because someone else thinks for you, plans for you, strategizes for you. All you do is show up. Kingdom has to do with government, business, management, and resources. It's a dominion mandate. And this is why it's important to understand what dominion means. His first statement about you is this. It's a business statement. He says, let us make a creature called man in our own image and our likeness, and let them have what? Dominion over the fish, the birds, the cattle, the creeps, and the plants, and all that creeps upon the ground, over all the earth. He never gave us dominion over other humans. Everything in the list is a resource, which means that you were given the authority to dominate resources. The shoe on your feet is a result of someone dominating a cow. This podium, this hotel bought this podium from some company. This is a tree. Someone dominated a tree, and they're making millions of these, and every time they sell one, they make money from a tree. Whatever God demands from you is proof that it's in you. And every manufacturer does the same thing. The car that you drove in the parking lot right now, that car has a speedometer on it, and the speedometer says 180 miles per hour. You've never driven that far. But why does the manufacturer put that on the car? The answer is he's already tested the engine. The car can do that. So whatever he demands you to make on the car, he built into the car. When you buy a product, the first thing you see is this manual book. And the book always says, read me before you touch the product. Of course, you don't read that whole thing, but that manual is important. It tells you what the manufacturer promises you the product can do. And if you never use the product, it can still do it. God created birds to fly. Birds do not attend flight school. Why? It's built in. In other words, whatever your dream is right now, that you've been dreaming about even as a child and even as a teenager, now you're an adult, and you're still dreaming this big dream, that, I believe, is your future screaming at you, saying, look, I'm in you. But you've settled for a job. That's why you're bored. That's why you hate Monday mornings. Going to a place you hate. Because it doesn't pull on the potential that's trapped. When you find your gift in life, the passion of your life, that area that you really feel naturally good at, you found your business. If you study every human being that's successful, you'll discover someone who's doing something that they like. It's natural to them. Oprah Winfrey is having the fun of her life, and we're giving her millions and billions. She's just enjoying talking. That's a gift. She can talk. She has a gift of communication. She can assess. She can capsulize. She has the ability to assess, conceptualize things and communicate them back to you. That's a gift. She had it when she was broke. But she started to use it. She has never worked a day in her life. She simply was herself. When you find your gift, it will employ resources. And the employment of those resources brings you wealth. Your school systems and curriculum are designed to make sure you are employed, not deployed. They teach you to get a job, not to own a business. And so the whole program of your culture makes sure you fail. Or should I say, live long enough to pay the bank its interest. Your gift is your key to your success. And it is to employ the resources that are in your environment. Business is not about money. Money is a byproduct of business. You remember Bill Gates, one time they made Bill Gates the chairman of the board of Microsoft. He lasted for 12 months. What did he do? He decided, this is not what I want to do. I'm not a chairman, he says. I want to go back into the lab. My gift is about developing things. This is why Steve Jobs is so successful. He stays away from all that administrative stuff, and he stays with the juices of his gift. He's not greedy. It's not money they're after. Money is a byproduct of pursuing your passion. Business people don't work for money. This is why entrepreneurs are strange people. They pursue dreams, not money. They have an idea that they want to see fulfilled, not money. And when your passion shifts from a dream to money, you're no longer an entrepreneur. You are a victim of greed. You don't want to be poor, and you don't want to be rich, because both of them are sicknesses. Poor people pursue money all the time. Rich people pursue things. Wealthy people pursue purpose. And that's what makes Bill Gates and Steve Jobs successful. They are pursuing solving a problem in humanity, not pursuing money. If you pursue money, you get money. If you pursue things, you get things. So pursue purpose, and you get fulfillment.